So what kind of advice would the guy who coaches Tiger Woods have for junior golfers? We found out when we caught up with him at a first tee event at the FedEx Tour Championship. Today I'm honored to be joined by renowned teaching coach Haney, who not only works with Tiger Woods but a number of PGA Tour professionals. And he also has a new show on the Golf Channel this fall featuring Haney's International Junior Golf Academy. So how's the show going?
It's going good. Yeah, we're really pleased with it. It's it's a reality show based on our academy. They filmed it all last year with the kids for the whole semester, and that was a lot of fun for all the kids, to be on TV. Now they're getting a kick out of seeing themselves. But it shows the whole process, the ups and downs that teenagers face when they're trying to balance, school and their sport, which happens to be golf, and then being a teenager. So it's just pretty neat.
What are some of the most challenging moments that they've faced so far?
Well, trying to do better in their tournaments because they take it so serious. I mean, they've all got a lot of passion for the game and they want to do good. And I think with the cameras on them, it adds a little extra pressure besides the pressure they're feeling because they all want to try and play college golf. And this is just adding a little more pressure to the situation. But that's a good learning experience for them.
So any little Tigers there in the Golf Academy?
I don't think there'll ever be another Tiger. But there's some awful good players. There's no doubt about that.
We'll keep our eye out for them. So, we all know that Tiger started playing when he was about in the womb. And then, up to people started playing in their teens, weekly, and then 20s. How do you explain the range of ages?
Well, I mean, obviously, Tiger's parents got him started in golf, primarily his father, and he was going to be a golfer, I think. He just liked the game. I mean, one thing that kids like to do is do what their parents are doing. So, Tiger's father played golf, and that's probably what got him started in the game. But it's such a difficult game, and starting real young helps, but it's not like a guarantee that you're going to be great or anything. I mean, golf's still going to present its challenges, no matter when you start, and you can start golf when you're 12 years old like I did, or you can start even later and you could still, turn out to be a pretty darn good golfer, that's for sure.
How do you explain that?
Well, I mean, one thing about golf is that, as you grow and you get taller, okay, you got different clubs and you have a different posture when you stand over the golf ball, and it changes all your angles. So you almost have to be learning your swing as you go. So even if you learn to swing when you're, real young, as you get older and you get bigger, it's a challenge to keep that same swing, and that's one of the things that makes golf different than other sports, because you do have a certain angle that you need to swing on, and that angle is going to change as you get taller and taller and taller. And I think that's the reason why it's maybe not the biggest advantage to start when you're really, really young, like a lot of people think. You can still be good at golf if you start, when you're in high school. It's no problem. You can start, as an adult and still learn to play the game great.
Well, I've heard you make some comments before about being a little annoyed with this persona of the pushy parent. And
I'm not. To be honest with you, I mean, I'm probably on the other side of that. I mean, a lot of people, think that certain parents are too pushy, but I find it really hard to criticize parents for taking an interest in their children. And I have parents that through the years have come out and spent every day with their children, and they're maybe they're playing golf, but the fact that they're there with them is pretty special. And you hear about kids that burn out. You think, okay, this kid got pushed and he burned out, but you only hear about great players that burn out. You never hear about the players that didn't ever accomplish anything. And I don't really see that. I don't see any correlation between kid got pushed, bad kid didn't get pushed, good kid. Quite honestly, I see the opposite. I see, when the parents are there with them, even if they're a little pushy, they're spending a lot of great time with their kids, and I don't fault them for that.
Could a parent be too pushy, though?
No, absolutely, but you can be too much of anything, But I would certainly, in my opinion as a coach, now this is the only thing that I've ever done for 32 years, I think kids need to be pushed.
Could you give us the number one fundamental for beginner junior golfers to practice?
Well, I mean, the most important fundamental in all of golf is your grip, because it's your only, control really over the club face is your your grip, the way you put your hands on the club. And to teach any beginner, whether it's a junior or an adult, a good grip is probably the most important fundamental to practice. You see all the pros. I mean, even they play golf for a long time, they take their time. They put one hand on the club, and they put the next hand on the club, and they really take their time. And most people just kind of put their hands on there and hope it's right. So you always want to start off with a good grip.
All right, Mr. Haney, if I could grip your hand, and thank you so much for your thoughts today on junior golf. We appreciate it. We'll keep an eye out for the show, and have a great time here at the FedEx Championship.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for watching this edition of Clubhouse Gas. We'll see you next time.